Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be swatching and talking about some of the Violette products. I only have the lip products at the moment, however I would really like to get some of the other products because I do think that they are quite unique. They are just a little bit more expensive. At the moment I'm wearing one of the Bizu Jellies, not this one, hold on. Bizu Jelly in Bonbon à la Rose with a lip liner at the moment. So I'm going to take it off and I'm going to show you guys the application, but I wanted to quickly talk about the brand itself. So the brand is by a makeup artist called Violette. Celebrates one's authentic self, encouraging individuals to thrive through creative expression. Redefining our relationship with beauty, eschewing the toxic pursuit of perfection. With a French philosophy, the beauty should not conceal but rather enhance confidence in our unique traits, which I think is very nice. In the Violette brand itself, there was a few products that really interested me. The first one was their Petal Bouche, which is the velvet lip color. This one is still on the packaging because I'm not 100% on it because it is very bright. I haven't worn a very bright red in quite a long time. I also liked the look of the Bisou Balms, which I have, don't fall. I have two of the balms and then also the Bizu Jellies as well. So I will swatch those all for you as well and tell you about them. Okay, so the Bizu Balm is a sheer matte lipstick meeting a hydrating balm with a flush of color, subtle blurring effect for the ultimate bouche mordue, just bitten lips look. Quintessentially French after the iconic bold red lip swipe for one natural flush or build for more natural color payoff. Oh, okay, so it's inspired by one of the French lip looks called Bouche Mordue, which I don't think I'm saying that right, which they apply lip balm and then a little bit of lipstick and then blot it off with the tissue. So the creation of the Bizu Balm is to help with that look. So rather than having like 3 steps, a balm, a lipstick, and then a blot, it's all in one, which is really interesting. And I'm wearing it at the moment, so I'm going to take it off and show you without the lip liner. Okay, so here are the lips naturally, not super pigmented today. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. The Bizu Jelly has the little core in the center of the lipstick and then the outside just appears to be like a lip balm or slightly tinted lipstick. And so I'm just going to swipe it once for the more like natural look. Which just looks like this. I actually really like this. If I'm not wearing a lip liner on the outside, this is just the one that I would do. If I want to build it up a little bit more, I would usually use the lip liner on the outside. But this is very comfortable. The balm feels very gentle on the lips, which I really, really like. So I'm definitely a fan of using this just like this, but then you can also add more color. You can build it up to a little bit more of a pigmented color. It's very shiny, it's very nice. You can see that for me the Cupid's bow doesn't really get hit by the color. So you can go back in and kind of like dab the middle part a little higher if you want a little bit more color up there as well. Or you can just go higher and you might end up with like a little bit of the shine at the end. If you don't have quite as pronounced of a shape of a lip, so mine is very sharp sideways, then you can kind of overline as well and that would be fine. But I absolutely love this. I did pick up the lighter color Bonbon à la Rose because I thought that that would be nicer for me and I would definitely love to get more of these. The next type of lip product that I have are the Bizu Balms. These ones are the matte finish and they have only one sort of color in them, so they just look like a regular lipstick. I have 2 shades. I have Sucette and Amour Fou. So this one is a sheer matte lipstick, which I really enjoy. It's a moisturizing matte lipstick meets balm hybrid that delivers the sheer kiss of color. The unique formula blends seamlessly into lips, creating subtle blurring effect for the ultimate bouche mordue. Swipe once for a natural flush or build for a more color payoff. It has basically the same inspiration, it's just that this one is the matte version. So I'm going to go in with the lighter color, which is Sucette. And again, we're going to go for one layer first. Which is the most like subtle matte lip color. I love this. I think that this is beautiful. It feels nice and soft on the lips, but if you have flaky lips, you will see the flakes, which it's not as bad as some of the other products that I have used. Like, it doesn't show as many flakes as some of the other ones that I have used. But being that I am a flaky girly, during the day, if I don't use the lip balm, like if I don't alternate with a lip balm as well to moisturize my lips, I will end up with lots and lots of flakes that look really obvious. So you can also build this up to a more substantial blush. Which I also love. I love this color. I think it is beautiful. And if you like, you can also gradient it, so add more on the center. And you have a little bit more of a look for like the gradient. Oh no, I just like, they are soft. So like I just turned this and it hit my fingernail because it actually doesn't go any further down than that. And it feels beautiful on the lips. It feels very velvety. It's very smooth. You can rub your lips together and it feels really, really nice. So this is the first shade. And then I have a second shade as well called Amour Fou. And this is a little bit more of a red one. This is the one that I got first. I got this Sucette second. And so this one is similar at the beginning. It's just a little bit more like warmer and like orangey. So you can't really tell a huge difference with just one swipe. So if you're planning on wearing these very, very sheerly, you can just get one color and you'll be okay. When you build it up a little bit, you get a really beautiful orangey red. So this is a very warm red. I love this one as well. This is the first one that I got, and so I got a few others afterwards because I liked it so much. So this one is a very classic, I would say, French red, and it's really nice. They, again, same formula, it's just a different color. I really enjoy this one as well. The last one is the Petal Bouche matte. I can just read the thing from this one. The extremely velvety lip color that replicates the suppleness of a rose petal. Years in the making, this is the shade of red. So this is Amour Fou, same color as the Bisou Balm that I have. Because of the way that this one is, directions, it's quite French to wear red anytime a feeling of va-va-voom is desired. Use the applicator tip to line the lips, then fill in or blur the edges for the effortless Just Kiss look. I prefer to use a lip liner, as like I said before, my lips are not the best sort of shape to do that, and I find it very hard to create a really crisp line these days. Oh, this needs to be sharpened. This one is another one of the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheats. This one is in the shade Kiss and Tell, which is what I use for all of my reds. Love how ridiculous this looks. So this one comes in its own little tube with the doe foot applicator as well. I wipe off a lot of the excess because I can always come back in and get it. I have a little bit of like a crooked lip line as well. So I almost feel like I need to put a little bit of lip liner just to make them a little bit more symmetrical, but they're not symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter. But that is the color. How freaking gorgeous is that? But that is just from me using like the leftovers on the applicator. That's not even using the product that was already on the applicator. There is a lot of product on the sides of the applicator, which is why I don't necessarily use it for lining. I feel like it's not the best for lining your lips, but I love the color. This is insanely beautiful. I think my issue with this is that once it's on, you can't really move around, you can't kind of fuss with it. And if you do, like how I'm doing now, it becomes a bit patchy. So it's not ideal in that sense. And I personally found the reapplication a little bit tough, but, oh, there comes the sun. How gorgeous is the color? Beautiful color. Yeah, I'm just not like, not super sold on the formula and the application, but I love the color, which leads me more towards keeping it than just letting it be fussy. But I don't know. You guys have got to let me know. I worn it out to a restaurant the day that I bought it, which was probably the dumbest idea that I've ever had because I didn't bring a lip liner with me, and so it was very, very, very hard to get it to work. Well, it was a hard slog to get it to work. And then obviously I was at a restaurant. I was actually at an Italian restaurant to make it even worse because a lot of the foods were very oily, and so reapplication was really hard. So I don't have the best experience with it, and I can't really wear this for my day job as a teacher. It's not really right, you know, and so I feel like I need to try and like whip this out on a weekend and see like if I can make it work as like a day-to-day weekend thing. So we will see. So this is how it looks from a distance as well. I love the color. I don't know, it's one of my favorite like reds that I've tried in a while. I have a few reds, which is why I have a dedicated red lip liner that needs to be sharpened, but I feel like this one is just that a really, really nice like classic red color. I just wish that it was a bullet lipstick instead of a velvet, but it's pretty kiss proof. I think that my partner would not trust it as much. I think he actually likes the Bisou Balms the best out of all of them, because if we kiss before, you know, like going to work or something like that, the Bisou Balms, because they're matte, they don't transfer that well. So the jelly does. He doesn't like that as much. And then this, he doesn't trust it. So, you know, again, it doesn't help that I used it while I was eating Italian food. So yeah, but it is so beautiful. I love the color. Let me know what you guys think. Overall, for the brand Violette, I am really enjoying it. I think it's a really fresh take because I'm not living in France. I don't have access to these kind of French products or these sorts of like traditions or their trends. So I think it's a really great insight. I love the packaging. I think it's very classic, very pretty, and it's very functional. The products are expensive, but I feel like they are a little bit more worth the price point for me because they are much more unique than what I can normally get. I would definitely like to buy more. They do have some cheek products, and I think that they have some base products as well, but not foundations. So I'd be very interested in trying it more from the brand as well. These ones were all bought with my own money, just for full transparency. So thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!